Hello, my name is Emily Zimmerman. I'm an assistant professor at Northeastern University, and I'm a developmental speech physiologist. I study infant feeding, and I look at ways to improve the environment for the infant during feeding. So for infants that are born too soon, premature infants, I look at ways to kind of mimic the womb environment with the purpose of helping these infants get back on track in their developmental trajectory. I also work with full-term infants, and in both cohorts, I look at ways to assess suck patterning. And I do this by looking at suck physiology, so how patterned is their non-nutritive suck. So non-nutritive suck is sucking without nutrients. We're using this non-nutritive suck patterning as an indication of CNS integrity. And my hypothesis is that this then is predictive of what's happening later on in speech and early babble. If we can get these pathways intact and working early, then perhaps their speech and language development and cognition will also be intact and the trajectory will be improved. The rate of preterm birth in Puerto Rico is double the rate that we have here in the States. And it's really concerning and we don't know why. I'm a part of a group that was just funded a big research grant called CRISE, and we're looking at different phthalate exposures and air pollution and different kind of chemical mixtures to see how this then influences health and infant development and also maternal health status during the pregnancy. You know, if we're going to be improving the way in which we translate research from kind of bench to bedside, we need these numbers. It needs to be quantitative. It can't just be subjective. Through this research, we can then change these behaviors or these exposures and result in healthy children free of delays. So I became interested in being a researcher in undergrad. So I met my PhD mentor, Dr. Stephen Barlow, and I was taking his anatomy and physiology classes and really just fell in love with those subject matters. And he's also, I would say, my science hero. His ethics and kind of scientific integrity will stay with me forever. I would tell a student considering a career in science to go for it. I would say, you know, this is your path to anything you want to be. As Stephen Barlow was for me, an advocate and someone who kind of led me into science and said, you can do this, I try to be that to my students as well. I tell the students, like, this project is your creation. You know it better than anyone. And that to me is so exciting.